Good morning, everybody. My name is Kimberly, and welcome to my channel. Today, I just wanted to talk with y'all for a minute and give y'all a mobile home living here at my house update. If you're new to my channel, I live in a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 16 by 80, 2000 model mobile home that I'm currently reconstructing, just completely remodeling that needed it from one end to the other. So, and I've been doing yard work and stuff. I have it's mine, about an acre and a half, country farm living. I live here in South Central Kentucky. So anyway, I've lived here in South Central Kentucky all my life, but yeah, that's what kind of I do mostly on my channel. Plus we do a little travel and stuff as we can. But anyway, what I wanted to talk to y'all about today, is what I'm doing around here, around my mobile home. I won't get it completed, so I won't get the blog out today about what I'm doing. So that's the reason I wanted to get on here and just kind of update y'all and let you know what's going on. First of all, my son Matt will be out this afternoon to finish on my yard work, so that's going to be completed. Well, I mean, there's always something to do around this yard, but anyway, at the moment completed, for what we're going to do at the moment, because he's been getting a lot of stuff to help me out and getting a lot of stuff done lately. So that will, at the moment, be what I have done for now, because I've got to now focus. I need to focus on the home itself too, not just the yard. But there's some things I needed to get done in the yard. We did. Plus, with my lungs stirring up a lot of the dust and stuff, and where we'd been burning things, really got my lungs stirred up. So anyway, I kind of wanted to hold off on any more work in the yard for the moment, not completely, just for the time being, just to kind of give myself a little rest on that, as far as rest on my lungs and stuff. So anyway, Matt's going to complete that this afternoon and help me out with the rest of that, and mostly mowing. And well, actually, he's done with the mowing. I think he's got just a little bit of weed eating he's going to do around here. Another update. I'm painting my bathroom. That's the main bathroom. As you can see on the prior video, I'll put it in the description too. Link to that, where I've been painting the bathroom. I got one wall completed, today and this afternoon, which, I mean, you gotta remember, everything takes time to dry. So that's the reason it's taking me a little bit to complete the video. I've got to use some putty to putty up some little hole area that needed to be completed. I'm going to actually go in there, complete it, and sand it down and all that. Then I can completely start painting both walls. So that will be an upcoming video, where I'm sealing the paint, or I'm sorry, sealing the holes to where I can paint. And I'm painting the bathroom white. White's kind of the way I see it, it's kind of a color that can be bright and bring a room more brighter. So that's one reason I'm choosing white for the house and trying to get, as much as I can painted white. That way it just kind of brightens up the house. I've got a lot of things right now. I've got mine I want to do here. As far as, painting and things like that, color and, little stuff to do to the house. I've got to see what each thing's going to cost. I mean, everything's costly. Everybody knows that. I mean, nothing's can be done for free. So I've got to go in there and cross check. I mean, the painting, I've already got it and I can do that myself. But I'm talking about things I can't do myself, or things I have to purchase is what I'm getting at. What I mean by everything costs. So anyway, once I get the bathroom completed and put back completely together, which I'm going to be so excited about that, y'all. That bathroom just really needed to get completed. Um, I've been really myself, I'd been putting it off a little bit because behind the commode and all of that's so little and hard to get back in there. So I guess that's one reason. What I've got to do now is really easy compared to what I've already done. Getting in behind the commode and the sink and all that, that was hard. And because you're just having to kind of slide down in there and, just reach back in there and just do a little paint at a time. I mean, that was kind of rough. So what I've got left is actually easy work considering what I'd done. That one wall I done. That one wall was really hard to complete. Um, if you've painted a room or a bathroom, you know where I'm coming from when I say that. But anyway, so this weekend I'm planning on working on the other two walls and getting those completed. I do have to have somebody. I'm planning on putting a new floor in, and I've got the money to go ahead and finish all that. Uh, I've got probably just one box of laminate, honestly. I'm figuring. I've got to go and check with my contractor, um, because he's got to put down, I've got the trim. I need the trim put down because I can't do that. I don't know how to do trim work. I don't know how to cut it. I don't even know how to nail it to over there to get it to stay on there. So anyway, I'm going to contact, I don't know how busy he is right now. He may not be able to get to it for a month. We can't help what contractors can and can't do or their time availability. He may have some other things going, but I do enjoy his work and I think he does a well job and well reasonably priced. So once I finish painting the bathroom, I'm going to contact him and come in there and have him, um, I figured just one box of laminate, which I'll go ahead and get that. And the trim that goes between the door and the laminate, or the bedroom, the door facing there, the trim that goes on the laminate between the door to kind of, I don't know, it's called a door jamb or whatever. But anyway, after that, I'm going to see what he's going to for sure charge. I'm kind of a rough guess, and I've got the money if my rough guess is about correct. But, and see if he has the time. But the work probably ain't too bad. I mean, it's probably, I guess the worst part is probably going to be laying down that one, even though it's not a big proportion of laminate, it's just getting around the commode, getting around the sink probably will take a little bit more, a lot of cutting and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to see what he's going to charge me for doing that and get all of the trim. I've got the wall border actually already bought. I've got it here. So I don't have to purchase it. The big long piece for the trim for the goes there at the floor on the wall trim, I guess you could call it. But I still got trim to put up, towards the top there. I want to have trim put up there. I need to go over and actually look at some pictures to make sure everything's done. And I may put also corner trims, there. And I want to see what my contractor, Ben would think about, what I need to do right there at the corner of the tub because I want everything looking crisp and neat. Eventually, and I know where to buy it at, but it's a little bit of a drive. And of course, if you watch my channel, you already know I don't own a pickup truck. Kind of wished I did. That would so come in handy on things like this. But it's about 45 minutes to an hour drive. But I would like to replace every interior door in this place. One of my interior door in my bedroom is completely gone. It messed up a long time ago. So I would like to go in there since I'm doing white paint. Right now, my interior doors are that old wood color, and more nowadays modern homes, mobile homes, they're white colored interior doors. So eventually, as I get the money, um, because I'm thinking they're about 120 a piece, and which I can't buy them all at one time. I would like to buy some here because you got to remember interior doors is going to be doors going in and out of every room, plus closets and things like that to do it the right way. So that's something that I have got a goal wanting to do. Eventually, I would like to honestly have I'd have to ask my contractor if he could even do it. If not, I would have to see what Lowe's would cost or wherever and get the pricing exactly of what I want and save. I mean, it'd do some saving to save back for this and to see if I could even ever afford it. But I would love, and I again love to have all of my cabinets tore out and put brand new ones of the ones I want in. That's what I would love to do. Um, of so, but again, I'm really thinking of a long shot goal of the future. That's long away. It's something again I'd love to do, but we'll see. I mean, we'll just have to see what things. Um, again, I have no idea even what the price would even considering being on that. And at the moment, that ain't, by the looks of it, I would love to have that done to make it look like what I would call a mobile home mansion. That's a big upgrade that I could turn this place really, start turning things around. Um, there's some things I've been thinking about doing. Um, and again, this is stuff that I'm thinking about slowly to get done. Um, I'd love to paint every beam up here. And again, I don't know because my husband done it in dark paint for a while, but I'd love to take and again, I'll have to go over it and see. I may just take some white paint first, but I'd love to take every beam and stain it and, just give it some fresh look and stuff. I mean, and again, some of this is going to take a long while to do. I'm only one person and can only do so much myself, but the bathroom's a start. I got to take baby steps, I guess. Um, so I want to get that job completed. In my bathroom last year, the year 2025, and this was expensive, y'all, very expensive. And then I count the rest of the work in the house. I had a lot of cosmetic stuff that had to be completely done. Not cosmetic, but um, where I had actually boards took out of the outside structure of the home and reconstructed. Floors was reconstructed. I mean, completely tore, not just the laminate, I'm talking about the actual floor, where you could see the grass between, if you was in the bedroom or something, you could see the grass in it, due to black mold. So I spent a lot of money on this place just alone in 2025, getting all that work done because we're talking about 800 here and 1200 there and whatever. And of course, then I thought, well, it's winter time. It's harder to get work done. So we'll die down on constructing for the winter. But unfortunately, as you know, across America, we had a ice storm. And unfortunately, my water pipes burst, which I don't get under and I can't look under my home. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't know a lot about that stuff. I don't know how to wrap pipes and all that. I didn't know what was under there. Usually my husband took care of that. And of course, he's not here no longer. I'm widowed. I don't want you to think he divorced me. I'm widowed. Um, so anyway, I didn't want you to think he ran off and left us or something. No, no, he passed away. Uh, so anyway, but he took care of that stuff. So I didn't know much about what was underneath the home. And anyway, I found out my water pipes wouldn't really wrapped or nothing. Um, and I had to go in there and have it paid for to put in a complete, water pipes busted. And my plumber found out that it wasn't just one big spot like I thought, because that's where I seen the water coming out at when, the water pipes actually busted. He found like it's either four or five. It was a bunch of several places. There was a lot of small leaks. Kind of made me wonder, was it leaking before the bust? I don't know. But anyway, and he was a licensed plumber. So I had him to come in and fix whatever pipes, then wrap all pipes. And so he done that and took good care of me and was, for a plumber, licensed plumber, I consider it wasn't horrible. Um, sorry, I had my fan going, and I've got a blanket I just throw over me here. Um, if I don't have the fan going, I get too hot sometimes when I'm just sitting around. I got an air conditioner going, but still. So anyway, so yeah, that was something in 2025 that was, well, actually, that was 2026. But again, I thought I was, after all that work I had done throughout the year, I thought, well, it's winter. Nobody's going to want to work as much. Um, take a little bit of a break. Christmas is coming, needed extra money for Christmas. I've got a child. And so kind of calmed down a little bit on the construction. And I thought, well, about this time of year right now we're at, I'll start picking it up again. And which I am. More now I'm fixing is, it's not major issues. Last year was major. There's only one major thing really that desperately that I know about here that needs to be fixed. And that's a new central heat and air unit. And I'll explain that in a minute. But I thought I'd pick it back up once Christmas and all that was over. So anyway, then the water pipes issue, we had a big ice storm. It got majorly cold. And unfortunately, actually, the cold weather threw me into pneumonia and caused me some major issues for the month of March. I couldn't breathe at all, which I should have been doing already more of this work, like I'm doing now, like the painting and starting to get that going back, being around the house. But with the breathing issue I was having from having the pneumonia, and it took a lot to get over it. And of course, then me and Caleb, we decided to take a vacation. And which, if you would like to go back and look, that's some other videos I posted, videos of our vacation in Florida. But anyway, now it's time to work here. And with all that said and done, and again, 2025, I've done a lot of major work. So in the bathroom, the floor was completely reconstructed because I had a bathtub leak in that bathroom. So I went and bought a brand new bathtub because that bathtub was actually what would be considered an off-sized bathtub. They're hard to find. And for the space, the hole I had for the bathtub to go, if you just went out to Lowe's or somewhere like that and bought one, it wouldn't look right. So I needed to get the one that matched. So I went to a mobile home place that sold new mobile home parts, and they was actually able to get me the exact tub that I'd had, but a better one. Actually, it don't stain like my other one would be bad to stain. I did not like that. I mean, I didn't know when I bought the home, but it was the original one that came with the home. But it would be bad to stain, hard to get stains out of it. And the people at the mobile home company that sold me the new tub, they said this one ain't like the old one. She knew exactly what I was talking about when I was there and was discussing, that situation of the staining. And she said, no, she said, this one will never do it like that. She said they completely made them different now. material wise. So anyway, I bought the bathtub plus when they put my home in, and they sold it to me, the shower area was instead of a wall, a shower wall like I've got now, it was only like a shower board. And that's, I hated it. It just, it didn't, I mean, it done for the purpose, I guess, but you can never do nothing with it. You can never, you know, you can never paint it for it to look right or anything. So I bought, it was more money, but I bought the matching shower wall to go to the tub I have and everything. So they sold it at the mobile home lot. Get my coffee. So anyway, so that was a huge expense. And where the tub had a leak, of course it caused, I mean, floor damage. And so anyway, I had to have the bathroom floor completely replaced as well. So that bathroom has been pretty much gutted and completely, other than the commode, which is fine, and the sink, which is fine. The vanity around the sink, everything, it's fine. The cabinet. But other than that, that whole bathroom has been gutted completely out and completely remodeled. And of course, purchasing the tub and the shower walls and all that, y'all gotta remember I also had to have, and I put new shower nozzles and I bought all that new. Bought brass color, something I really wanted. So anyway, with doing all that, I had to hire a plumber to put all that in. So I mean, it was really costly. I think I spent around between everything, the nozzles and all of it, was about $1,800, and that's for the shower head and the thing to turn, all of that. That was like 300 and something dollars, I think, if I'm not mistaken, just for brass shower head nozzles, and that way it could be removable if I wanted it or anything. I have a removable wand and all that in my shower too, but that's the one I'd been wanting, and just buying that alone, I think it was about 300. The bathtub, shower, and everything. I think I spent, it was close to $1,300. Oh no, it was more. It was more than that. The bathtub and shower wall was 13, plus about 300 for that. That's about 1,600. Plus, it was additional. What was it to put it in? 1,000 to put it in. So it was more like $2,600 that costed me just to have the bathtub put in and to have it put in right. Those things can lead up very big, but I have a beautiful bathtub. Love it. Great shower. And then, of course, I had to pay somebody on top of that to redo the floor. I mean, I'm talking about the actual floor, not the laminate, but floor, to go in there and have that redone in that bathroom. So that's on top of that. So that was probably another $400 or $500 just to have that bathroom floor reconstructed. So again, I paid for a lot. If you didn't think I've got a lot of work already done on this place, 2025, I spent a lot of money on this place. Probably close to around, my guess alone is almost close to $10,000 in 2025 in remodeling this place. Give her credit, I could be a little off. Now we're going back to cosmetic. Those was major issues in 2025. Now we're going to, and no, I know a lot of people talked about the roof here, and I do want to answer that question. This roof does not have a leak. No, yes, I will confess, it can probably use a new roof. It's been painted. That aluminum, I think they call it paint. Michael had painted it before he passed away. So it ain't been that long ago since it's been painted. Even though the roof may look a little bit off a little bit. And again, I ain't gonna say it don't need it soon in the near future, but it's not an emergency right now. It does not leak nowhere in this house. So we're good on that. I just wanted to answer that question for anybody that's out there talked about it, watching, or made a comment. So anyway, just to let y'all know, I done 2025. Now, since we're in 2026, I want to start up again. So again, me and my son has been doing some outside cleanup, cleaning big bad piles of stuff that need to be got snake pits, I call them, that need to be got away. Excuse me, and uh, areas just I mean, we live in Kentucky. I live in a rural area that has snakes, spiders, snakes, whatever. I mean, there's a lot of stuff around here. Outside, deers. Some people have been talking about me doing a garden. I'd love to do a garden, but the bad thing is, deers love the garden too. They like the garden before you can get to it. I love flicking. I have blackberries right over here on my property. And they'll come in July, but if you can get to them before the deer get to them, it's another thing. I'd love to have some blackberry cobbler, make some. But again, if I can get to enough of the blackberries for the deer does. So anyway, so now I'm doing the painting in the bathroom, and getting that done and get the painting dealt with, and the start of the bathroom first. So that's our next project we're working on around here. So anyway, if you've just subscribed to my channel, thank you for subscribing. I love all my new subscribers. I want to thank you so much. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And welcome to my mobile home life. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.